All right. We're on air. We're live. So welcome. Welcome everybody. All right. Take it from the top. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, gender fluid, and non-binary peeps. Welcome to the first ever Unite4Action live show. We might as well get the bad news out of the way while we're at it first, okay? Vaccines are mind control. They're turning me into an autistic robot. Just kidding. I was already an autistic robot. My mom had a noticeable welt at the site of injection, and my back hurt a little bit the day after the second shot. But folks, it's not the end of the world. You just take a Tylenol and an Advil. We took both Tylenol and Advil, and if you have to double up on one, double up on the Advil because the Tylenol is bad for your liver to take too much of that. So take 2 Advils, 1 Tylenol. You'll be fine for whatever pain. And, if you're nauseous, take Dramamine, etc., etc. It's understandable that you might feel sick or weak when you get the vaccine, the first or the second shot, because, your body is essentially, simulating a boxing match with this virus. So, you're gonna be out of order, but I promise you, come a couple days, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. I went through it. I'm okay. My back hurt. I took the Tylenol and Advil, and I was good. I didn't need to double up on anything, though. I just took one of each. 1 Tylenol, 1 Advil, and I was good. So, okay. Now for the real bad news. The new Mitch McConnell just dropped. And what am I talking about? Okay, so as in Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin unsurprisingly shot down House Resolution 1 for the people, which would have restricted gerrymandering, eased voter suppression, and imposed new ethics rules for federal office holders. And then, pop up that graphic there. So, if anybody's familiar with this is great information here. This just goes to show what we knew all along. The new boss is the same as the old boss. We went from John Boehner to Paul Ryan to Mitch McConnell to, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, now to Joe Manchin. No matter what, whether you have a Democrat or Republican, there's always someone there to obstruct progress. This is the so-called democracy that we're protecting by voting for Democrats. Not at all to imply that voting for Republicans would help or be any better. Of course it wouldn't. Don't vote Republican. So that's our first story. Alright. Alright. Screen share here, it'll get trippy. Oh wait. Not yet. Speaking of people who aren't really helping, the principal and staff of Irwin Middle School, North Carolina, promises they have taken swift and appropriate disciplinary action against students who have engaged in a pathetic, racist, neurotypical bonding ritual. So let's check that out right here. And I'm gonna warn you, it's pretty gross, it's pretty disgusting, it's pretty graphic, so be warned. Yeah, it's terrible. Here we go.
About it Monday. Administrators didn't respond to our questions about disciplinary action or whether any staff members were in the room at the time.
Oop. There might be an ad. Yeah, I think they're going to try to do an ad on
Tomorrow,
me.
Governor Roy Cooper is expected to announce a cash incentive. Tomorrow, Governor Roy Cooper is expected.
I have to reload this link, y'all. Forgive me. Press escape here. I'll just refresh this page. It might give me an ad, so bear with me. I do not have ad block, I don't think, for this. But thank goodness. You need all the forewarning for this video and chance to get away that you can get, trust me. Like, mute the advertisement real quick. Boom. You're welcome. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. It's refreshed. Pop up this screen. Technical difficulties. Okay, finally we got it. As soon as I start to play around, of course. Okay, hold on. Alright. Here we go. Turn up the volume again. Maximize this. Alright, rock and roll.
Well, appalling and egregious. That's how George Floyd's cousin, who lives in our area, is describing a viral video that appears to show students at a North Carolina middle school mocking Floyd's death last year. This happened in Rowan County. That's between the Triad and Charlotte. WRO's Matt Tallhelm has reaction.
Those 3 words in a video that lasts only a few seconds revive the pain for Reverend Brian Davis. His cousin's last 3 words.
Could not bring myself to watch the insult, the mockery, the blatant disrespect.
This video posted to social media appears to show 2 students at Irwin Middle School in Rowan County reenacting George Floyd's death. One kneels on the other's neck and gives a thumbs up. Laughter comes from behind the camera.
But the fact that anyone could find it to be something to laugh about. Absolutely an insult.
Davis says he's spoken with Rowan Salisbury School Superintendent Tony Watlington.
I left the conversation feeling confident that this would not just be another incident that just happened that will try to be swept under the rug.
In a statement, the school system says, quote, "We strongly condemn and have no tolerance for highly inappropriate, racially charged, and offensive acts." It goes on to urge families to use this as a teachable moment, saying, "Discuss how we treat each other as a measure of our shared values, respect for one another, and our commitment to human dignity and worth of all students and staff." Davis has this message for the students in the video.
What would your message to that community be?
We've overcome, we've persevered before. We know that racism is nowhere close to being dead.
Davis says every time a video like this surfaces, it damages his family again. Matt Tallhelm, WRAL News.
The school system tells WRAL it has been investigating this incident since learning about it Monday. Administrators didn't respond to our questions about disciplinary action or whether any staff members were in the room at the time.
Yeah, they didn't respond. That's pretty telling, isn't it? You know, like, they never respond. They just say, we're working on it, we're doing our best, and yet this stuff keeps happening. So, you know, I don't buy that. Just to let you know, that's my take on that. Go real quick back to here. You know, with everything he said, exactly what I was thinking. The pain these kids are opening, the wound of, is very deep pain. It's nothing to play around with. If you want kids to understand that, you know, we need to start getting tough on hate crimes in this country. Not tough on crime, but tough on hate crimes. You can't just suspend these kids and have them write an essay, you know. They should be expelled, you know. They should they should have a much more severe punishment. It's tempting to want to give them a break, because they're just kids in middle school, right? They don't exactly know better yet. But that's exactly the problem, isn't it? Racism is passed down through the generations to kids as jokes and games, and those ornery racist kids become hateful racist adults fast. Again, you want to be tough on crime? Let's be tough on hate crimes. So, I did not switch it. Now, who is helping anyway? These kids aren't helping, but who is really helping? Stellar comrades like Olusegun Adeniyi. That's right. This man right here. Olusegun Adeniyi, chair of editorial board, This Day Newspapers, which is a publishing paper in Nigeria. He has used his funds to build a school next to his house in Abuja to educate about 70 kids at a time for free. So that's pretty incredible. Think about that. Took the funds from the paper that he does this day, and 70 kids can get educated at a school. He built it right next to his house. So we thought we were setting example here at Unite4Action. No, turns out we're following this man's example. This is what we want to do here at Unite4Action. So major shout out to Olusegun Adeniyi. Thank you, comrade. Who else? Yeah, we're just so proud of our comrade Olusegun. So major shout out to him. Who else is helping? Last story for the day. This is a pretty awkward place to be in, but Hairy Legs turns out is helping. And hot damn, Biden blocked the Keystone XL crude oil pipeline after all. But, don't become complacent with this. We still want healthcare and a thriving wage. So, I can show you all these articles here. I'm pretty much through my script. But I'll go for screen share. Go here. So here you go. Keystone XL pipeline. Nixed. It's done for. So that's one thing we can celebrate. It's wonderful. Hats on to Biden, apparently. Hairy Legs. Good job, Hairy Legs. Get him, like he stopped the Keystone XL pipeline. But more importantly, this goes to show that the Standing Rock protesters, all the stuff that they did, was not in vain. So huge shout out to all the Standing Rock protesters. We love you guys. Thank you for giving your heart and soul out there, because you defeated that snake. You guys defeated that snake, okay? Not Hairy Legs. I don't want to give Hairy Legs an ounce of credit for this. Let's give it up for the Standing Rock protesters, shall we? Okay, so that's that. If you want to support Unite4Action, please go to our Patreon. Go to our Patreon. Our good comrade Abir has donated $10 a month. That's incredible. You don't have to give that much. But, if you don't have anything to give, you can always just pop over here, read our blog. But, $1 a month really helps us out. Anything you can do, donate to us on Cash App or PayPal. We really prefer Cash App because PayPal takes fees and they are very grimy. So, yeah, we would prefer PayPal or Patreon. So, here's our blog. It'll show you our YouTube channel. we have a Twitter, and we have an Instagram. So Facebook shows link to our Instagram here. Here's records of our donations and our mutual aid that we've been able to provide. So we're always going to be giving back more than people put in. It's just in our nature, at Unite4Action. So I'm going to be publishing up-to-date records of that those financial records as we go along. But yeah, so if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see great posts like what we're doing in our communities, and like things like we'll have snack bags. There we go. That's how we get it to open. Yeah. We have a giving tree in our neighborhood where we have these bags of crafts and non-perishable sealed snacks for kids, so kids can just come up to the tree and please take one, and it's to you from me. Yeah, so that gives parents and kids something to do, something to bond over, and gives them some snacks too, just in case, and we're starting small. That's ridiculously small. We understand that. But, this is the kind of thing we want to do. We want to unite for action. We want to encourage everybody to do things like this. So please follow us on all these platforms. Check out what we're doing. And if you're doing something awesome, share it with us. Email it to us at Unite4Action. Unite, FOUR, action at gmail.com. You email it to us there, and let us know if you need help there too. You can always request help on PayPal. Let us know if you need help, mutual aid on Gmail there, and let us know if you're doing anything awesome in your community, because we'd like to know about it, and we'd like to tell the world about it, and we'd like to unite everybody for action. So that's gonna do it for tonight, everybody. Stop sharing my screen now. It's awkward for you to see my script. That's more professional. Thank you. All right. That's gonna do it for tonight, everybody. I love you all. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you had a good time or learned something new here on Unite4Action. I can't, but we can, y'all. So that's a wrap. I love you guys. Take care now.